In by the DCI officers at the DCI headquarters in Kiambu Road, Nairobi. Presidential aspirant Jimmy Wanjigi was this evening set free amid speculation that he will be detained in police custody. Wanjigi presented himself at the DCI headquarters following the debacle surrounding his firearms. Mike Kagwongo reports.
ODM party presidential aspirant and businessman Jimmy Wanjigi has accused his party leader Raila Odinga and President Uhuru Kenyatta of working hard to stop him from vying for office. Speaking to the media on Tuesday after honoring summons by DCI officers at the Kiambu Road headquarters, Wanjigi affirmed that Odinga is working with President Uhuru Kenyatta and they want to stop his presidential bid by whatever means, but he will not be cowed.
101%, and that's the problem. The thing with witch hunts is that they have an end. You know, people call you to fish around to see what they can get to try and charge you. There's nothing, absolutely nothing. And we are prepared, mentally and emotionally prepared.
For more than 5 hours, Wanjigi was at the Special Crimes Unit Department waiting for directions from the police after honoring the summons by the DCI over his guns. Wanjigi had been given a 72-hour ultimatum by DCI boss George Kinoti to surrender his firearms comprising of 11 guns and 485 rounds of ammunition.
I was very clear outside the courts who Judas is. I said Raila Amolo Odinga has behaved like Judas, and he's Judas.
Initially, Wanjigi had affirmed that he will not yield to DCI Kinoti's demands, alleging that he was a pawn in the grand scheme trying to force him to give up his presidential aspirations. The politician cum businessman intimated that the plot was a move by the police to violate his rights and freedom.
You're asking why? Ask Judas. Judas is the one behind all this, and I'm sorry, you find us at the ballot, whether you like it or not.
Through his lawyer Willis Otieno, Wanjigi wondered why the DCI ordered him to surrender firearms that were not in his possession in the first place. He says the High Court granted orders that the firearms be returned to his house, but that has never happened.
Some of them are the same guns which they had illegally confiscated, that we are in court asking them to return to us. They were asking him that he's in illegal possession of those same firearms. At the same time, they are mentioning guns which we do not even know where they came up with from, because they are not in our client's register. We don't know them, but they're asking us. So it means somebody can call you in here and ask you to account for all the firearms in the possession of policemen. We do not know all of those firearms. We can only speak to firearms that are lawfully registered against our client's certificate.
The criminal investigation established that Wanjigi holds 10 firearms of different makes and descriptions, and having them in his possession is in contravention of the law. He was accused of being in possession of a CQ, 2 Seskas, a pistol, shotgun, Glock 19, Seska, 2 Glocks, rifle and a Gilboa. He had also been asked to explain the source of the Glock pistol and the serial number URT 735. Wanjigi has maintained that he must be on the ballot come August 9 this year.
The DCI officers earlier on said Jimmy Wanjigi had no certificate that authorized him to be in possession of such weapons. Mike Kagwongo, TV 47, DCI headquarters, Nairobi.